Hey everybody, welcome back to Overland, Florida. This is Kevin. Ron and I are coming at you on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. We got off work this morning. I don't know, it's like 3:30 maybe in the afternoon. We are out in Lando Lakes, Florida, which is north of Tampa. We're gonna meet Steven out here and we're gonna camp and cook. The low today, or the low tonight, is gonna be about 70 degrees. So I think it's gonna be a perfect night to do some hammock camping. There's not really much to update on the trucks. Still haven't put the rooftop tent on Ron's truck. I think they're gonna do that this coming weekend or Monday or Tuesday. Other than that, brought the tiny little size 8 Dutch oven. We're gonna make a cobbler tonight. It's supposed to be really nice weather. It's pretty breezy right now. It's 90 degrees, but it really doesn't feel like it. It's not humid. Ron and I have never been here before. And like I said, this is north of Tampa. For all you Tampa people that message me asking where's a good place to primitive camp, you can come out here, primitive camp, for free. You just gotta get a free reservation on Swift Mud's website. So it's just after 6 p.m. Took a nice little nap in the hammock. Beautiful day, nice and breezy. I was just laying in the hammock listening to the wind go through the pine trees. But there's a nice little pavilion out here if there's any kind of rainy days. Some fire rings, little grills. So we got the truck spread apart so we can do the hammocks. Got a nice little fire ring in the middle. Ron's got his hammock over there, his trailer. He's gonna tell us a little bit later what he's gonna be cooking. And here's Steven's truck with his solar panel, 160 watt Renogy. So we're gonna wait a little bit longer, start a nice little fire, and Ron's gonna start grilling. It's about 7:30 right now. It is 75 degrees. The mosquitoes came in, but got a little breezy. They all left, so hopefully they don't come back. Steven got a nice fire going. Ron's got his coals going for grilling later. In a few minutes, he's gonna tell you what he's gonna cook tonight. Got some stuff set up already. Got our brand new chopping block with our logo on there. And I'm gonna be placing an order to get another one made. Ron got his logo today for his new channel for cooking. It's Campfire Grub. Stars and Sequoia has actually designed everything. Looks awesome. Their information is in the description of the video if you want your own logo designed for anything. Once they design the logo, they give you the vector file and all the different edits and everything, and you can get shirts made, stickers, coffee mugs. The options are endless, but they did a really good job. Really good communication back and forth. They knew exactly what we wanted, and they got it done in a timely manner, so can't really ask for anything better than that. Steven brought this Florida Cracker beer. It is brewed right here locally in Tampa Bay. Other than that, I'm gonna make a cobbler in the Dutch oven. So we got some apple, we got some peach, and then we're gonna line the top of it with cinnamon rolls. So we're gonna wait a few more minutes and gonna let Ron do his thing.
So tonight for dinner, we're changing things up a bit. We actually cooked this meal probably about 2 years ago or so over at Lake Mills, but we're redoing it again today with some better lobster tails. Tonight we're gonna be cooking lobster tails. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna butterfly them and throw them on the grill. And with the lobster tails, we're gonna have some chuck eye steak. We're gonna have some mashed potatoes with some heavy whipping cream, green beans, and of course, asparagus. So we're gonna begin our mashed potatoes here. So we have our potatoes peeled up. We're just gonna go ahead and chop them up. And we're just chopping them up into little bits here. And then we're gonna drop them into a pot of boiling water. All right, so now we're gonna make up a sauce for our mashed potatoes. So we're gonna add in some heavy whipping cream. We're gonna add in some fresh garlic. And we're gonna add in some fresh thyme. Right in there. And we're gonna let that simmer down for a few minutes. There's lots of different ways how you can prepare lobster tail. I like butterflying them. So what I do is I take the scissors, stick it right in at the top of the shell in between the meat and the shell, and just trim my way down. You don't want to go all the way down. You want to go just a little bit further than this. Right to about right there. That's perfect. Then you want to hold it. You want to come down here. You want to kind of stick your finger in there and separate the meat from the shell. You're not trying to tear the meat. You're just trying to separate it from the shell. Then you're going to want to try to separate the meat from the bottom of the shell. Here, it really only sticks up here at the top. You want to peel back the shell. It'll make lots of cracking noises and stab you with the spines. That's normal. You want to grab onto the meat, lift it up, roll the shell underneath the meat as such. Then you want to drop the meat down on top. Then just kind of fillet it out on top. It's not the cleanest. I don't do this every day. But boom, perfect.
So we have the lobster on coals right now with some butter right there. This is on our little Life Do portable fire pit. It's really good for cast iron cooking because you can put the coals in there and they burn for quite a long time. It's not the best for like a little fire pit because there's no holes, so the fire can't breathe. So it's not really good for having actual like open flame fire, but it's perfect for coals. Got the potatoes still boiling with the garlic in there.
So we have our happy whipping cream here that we've been simmering with some thyme and some hunks of garlic. We've got this little handy strainer right here. We're going to go ahead and strain it out into this bowl. Get all this gunk here out that we obviously don't want into our potatoes. We're going to set this aside, then we're just going to take our fork and just kind of mash some of that flavor in there. Now you want to use a thin strainer, not like a big thick strainer. So then this is going to be our sauce for the potatoes. We're going to go ahead and drop some butter in there. Once our potatoes are done, we're going to mix this up into the potatoes. The potatoes completed boiling. They have a nice soft texture to them. Kevin, do we have a potato masher or potato ricer in the box?
Do not have that with us.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and use this red apple ales bottle to mash potatoes. So the red apple ales bottle worked great for mashing down potatoes. So now we're going to go ahead and add our cream sauce into the potato mixture. It's probably not going to need all of it, but we're going to go ahead and whip it up here. Throw it on a little bit of heat. All right, we're going to go ahead and add in some green beans into our asparagus, just kind of change it up a bit. Some people really care about having the little stem tips off the green beans, but it doesn't really bother me. I pull some of them off. It still tastes pretty decent. So here's our lobster. It's just about done. I actually bought this food holder here at Academy, and I absolutely love it because it's expandable. So it self-expands to the food that you have, so that way no matter whether you're cooking onions or you can put steak in here, shrimp, whatever, it just holds everything nicely together. You don't have to worry about it falling all over the place, using extra utensils. So our lobster's done, and this grill grate just absolutely opens up perfectly. And here are our done lobster tails. Normally lobster tail is a little bit more pink than this, but the meat is absolutely perfect. So we're going to go ahead and pull these off our grill grate. Set these over here. And while these were cooking, here's our steak. Our steak came out perfectly done. Here are our green beans with asparagus. And this is the finished mashed potatoes.
So here's the finished product.
We have our lobster tail. We have our green beans and asparagus, we have our potatoes, and we have a little piece of steak.
So again, Ron's starting a YouTube channel for his cooking. It's just solely going to be cooking stuff. There's a description. Actually, in the description of the video is the link to his YouTube channel. So go ahead and go there, start subscribing. I think he might have 1 or 2 subscribers. I don't even know if I'm subscribed to him yet, so I feel like a bad friend. But go ahead and subscribe to him. And probably the beginning of April, mid-April, we're going to start releasing his cooking videos. So that was a delicious meal. Thanks, Ron. And here's something we never discussed or show. So Ron recently got this little collapsible wash bin. So now it's time to wash the dishes, so we can fill that up. And mix a really nice little wash bin. So I got some water right here, and just like you would at the house, just wash some dishes. Now, most of the time, these free Swift mud sites, they have free wells. Was that an owl?
Yes.
All right, so we heard our first owl for the night. And this particular one at Cypress Preserve does not have a well. It's capped off, so we don't have that option. So we're gonna wash them right here on the tailgate of the truck, and then we'll get ready to make our cobbler. Good morning, everybody. It's about 6:30 in the morning. Slept in my hammock last night with just a little fleece blanket. As you can see, the Lucy light is still going on the back of Ron's truck. So if that doesn't tell you one thing, those things last for a long time. That was going for about 10 hours. Had a few visitors last night. I heard some baby hogs grunting or snorting. Not very close to camp, but I could hear them probably 50 yards in that way. No raccoons, lots of owls off in the distance. As you can probably hear right now on the GoPro, there's some birds chirping. But other than that, this is a pretty nice little campground. You're going to hear lots of traffic. So I ended up falling asleep right after dinner last night. So we did not get to make our cobbler, so that's going to wait till the next camping trip. So for breakfast, we're pretty much just cleaning out the refrigerator. We're gonna make some little burritos. We got some eggs, got some peppers, and some Canadian bacon. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning, and I feel like it's gonna take all day for this fog to burn off, or these clouds anyway. But we're expecting a cold front today, so maybe the clouds won't go away. I'm not sure if the sun's gonna come out, but it was 90 degrees yesterday when we got to camp.